Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to first hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you. Starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? Okay, I hope you have made your selection. We'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Four of Swords, Two of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Overall energy, you have the Three of Wands, the Moon, and the Queen of Swords. All right, so I feel like the overall energies, I feel like you're having to be open to something. It seems as if at some point you had already set some sort of intentions out into the universe. Maybe you even took some sort of action towards those intentions, and now all you can do is just wait and see what happens. I'm also feeling that you may have had some sort of dream, that gave you a little bit of insight or some sort of vision as to what's to come of the future. The only thing, it seems that whatever could have been revealed to you is still kind of jumbled up or confusing. You also could be feeling very emotional about some things. And I feel like you're wanting to see clearly. Sometimes it seems like your fears get the best of you. And you also might be worried that you're manifesting what you fear. And so there could be something that you're trying to do where you're like, okay, let me take a different outlook, or let me try to approach this in a different way. If you are needing to make some sort of decision, it seems that you could be confused or you're indecisive about, what you should do. And it also seems that you keep doubting your choice or doubting your decision. So it's like you're changing your mind, and it's like you're stuck in some sort of cycle. There may be something that you need to do, but maybe you don't believe that you can do it. So you keep kind of going back to plan B. Like, what your plan A is, but you're like, I don't think plan A is going to work. What's that plan B again? And I feel like it's possible that you're trying to make something work. Like maybe you feel something is still workable, salvageable, but it's like you really probably just need to let something go or move forward with whatever it was that you said you were going to move forward with. So like, say for instance, you've been saying, I really feel like I need to leave this job. This job isn't working for me. And so in your head, maybe you have some sort of plan. You're like, I'm just going to go to apply to it. Let me stop overthinking. I'm going to find this new job and go start doing interviews. And then something happens where you're like, maybe now is not the best time. Maybe I will just hold on. Things might change or things might get better. And it's just like you keep doubting what you said you were going to do. And it does look like at some point you're like, I'm just going to flip a coin. I'm just going to take a chance. I don't want to decide. I'm just going to throw everything up in the air, and wherever the cards land is, where they land. So, yeah, I kind of feel like you're trying to use some sort of guessing method, or I don't know. It's like you don't really want to make some sort of decision, or you feel like you can't. So yeah, I feel like you're confused, and I feel like your situation could be a little unstable at this time as well. Like there's a loss of security, or you don't have a secure foundation. Well, that's what you're feeling like. Something's going on where you don't feel security. It could be dealing with finances. It could be a relationship where it's just too up in the air. Um, and then also, whatever your decision you make, it might be that it's a what do you call it? Like damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. So it's just like whatever. Um, it just seems like you need to make a decision regardless of whatever it is. In a love situation, it seems like there's some juggling or confusion. You could be torn between more than one person, or somebody is torn between you and another person. Or you can't decide if you want to stay or go. Like there's just this back and forth. But it definitely looks like it could be about just being torn between people, and could be dealing with an Aries, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Cancer. Also, in a love situation, I feel that there's someone who is thinking about you from a distance and has a feeling that you guys are supposed to be together, but they're not really doing anything about it. So whoever the pursuer is, I feel like the pursuer is nervous, and there's this knowing feeling that this is someone that I could see myself with. And I feel like it's because there's a deep past, or like a rich past that you guys share. Whether it's in a previous life or in this life, but there is just like this feeling like we're connected, we're the same. In a sense, I feel like you connect with this person emotionally. Maybe your lifestyles are different, or there's some sort of opposition in that sense, but I feel like emotionally you guys are like just alike. And I don't know, I just feel like this person is dealing with some sort of insecurities, even if they appear to be strong on the outside. They're not ready to come forward. They're very sensitive. I feel like this person is worried about their fears coming true, about rejection. So, yeah, they appear to be very confident, but they're really not. Some of you are also torn about starting your business or working for yourself, or going back to work if you already work for yourself. Something's going on where you're kind of conflicted about that, especially if your money is tight, and you work for yourself. You might be thinking like, maybe I need to go back to work. But at the same time, you feel very stuck or comfortable where you are because you have your own environment, your own rules, you're in charge of your schedule, like all of that. And so I feel like that's hard for you to break from. And excuse me, you might be trying to figure out like how can I, you know, stay in this position, or how long do I have to stay in this position before I have money, or maybe I shouldn't stay, maybe I should move forward, because it does look like there could be a financial struggle, more so if you work for yourself. If you work at a job, I feel like there's also some sort of conflicting energy in regards to your supervisor. They may be having inappropriate thoughts, or maybe you have inappropriate thoughts for your superior. Something could get awkward at work. Let's see. If you're trying to start your business, you might be confused as to what direction to go in. Maybe you can't figure out what you're supposed to be doing. You just know that you're supposed to be working for yourself. I'm getting something about conflicting information. You might be having a hard time making some sort of decision because of conflicting information. So until you can get some sort of clear response or clear information, then you can't really decide what you need to do. There's stagnation here. Something is stagnant here. I feel like you're also just trying to view something from a different perspective or think outside the box, but you're struggling with something. Your thought process or something about the way you're thinking could be holding you back from progress. Yeah. And I feel like you can't figure out what to do first or what to do next. I just feel like you're stuck. Even if you really do need money to move forward, you're like, well, I'm stuck because I don't have money. I still feel that there's something that you could do, but you just don't want to do, or you want to make sure that you want to hold off on something until it's like just a last minute resort. You're like, you know what, if this is an emergency, or if this is what I have to do last minute, then I'll do it. Until then, I'm just gonna wait. And then it's the same energy for like whoever this pursuer is. They're thinking about you, but they can't figure out how to move forward or decide when. They're very, I don't know. I feel like they can't make some sort of decision, so it's just stalling everything. You may have been given some sort of position, or like the universe has given something to you, a position. It's like this is a gift from source. Hold on. Yeah, something is like a gift from source. And I don't know, maybe you're needing to see this. I also feel that maybe someone is sharing something publicly because they don't care anymore. Or it may be that someone needs to do that. Someone needs to not care. Someone needs to be vulnerable. If you've been thinking about saying something, but I don't know if you were concerned about what people would say or think of your personal thoughts or your philosophy or your theories, I'm feeling like you need to just go ahead and say it. The people who will support you or are in favor of your thinking will support you. So I feel like you don't need to worry about naysayers or, people who just have something spiteful to say towards you. I feel like you need to just like not care. Something's also looking like going back to something being given to you from the universe. It could be a gift that you have, some sort of gift or ability that you have. You could be a natural born leader of some sort, and maybe you're meant to take the lead, or even if it's not necessarily for other people, for yourself. Like you can do something on your own. You have some sort of gift or ability. You have something that stands out from the rest. I also feel that someone's going to share some information with you, and they just want to help. They really just want to be genuine and help you with something. So somebody might help you out with something or give you some sort of solution. Okay, I'm feeling like somebody's number is blocked or somebody's messages are being blocked. I don't know if you're blocking someone or if someone's blocking you. This also could be like if you're trying to find out some sort of information from about somebody, that their spirit guides are preventing you from knowing that information. You also could be tuning out temptation. Something's going on where I feel like you're trying to tune something out. Maybe you know something is not healthy or good for you, whether it's a person or some sort of activity or habit. And so I feel like you're trying to tune it out. You're ignoring something, some sort of craving that you're having. You could even block somebody not because of them, but for yourself. Like you just feel like you can't handle seeing this person in your feed, so you're like blocking them. If you are someone who creates, you might be having some sort of creative block, but I feel like you're going to play around with some sort of idea that you've been just thinking about and start to have fun with it. I feel like somebody has a tattoo on their foot. I feel like there is someone who's empty or lonely and is going to find a new way to find some sort of creative way, or creative outlet rather. Find a way to channel that energy into something else. It also could be that someone ends up making a profit based off of their emotions. It's like somebody might turn their emotions into art. Someone also might get some sort of tattoo representing a lost love or something of that sort. Yeah, I just feel that you're going to find something to do with these emotions that you're having, especially if you're feeling emotional or depressed about something. You're channeling it into something else. And you're playing around with some sort of new idea. I also feel that maybe you had to go through some sort of sadness or depression for this new side, for you to discover this new side to yourself. Like you didn't know a side of you existed had you not had to go through some sort of sadness. I feel like ultimately you end up following your heart's desires. You end up following your intuition. You're going to do something that's kind of risky. It's either a risk or a danger, but I feel like you're going to do it. You feel like this is what is going to give you peace, or this is what's going to give you healing. This is what's going to restore balance in your life. In a love situation, I feel that someone is going to eventually have the courage to pursue or approach you. So another reason why someone had not yet approached you is because they were doing some sort of healing. And you might not even know about this person. You might not even know that this person was going through some stuff. But I feel that you might learn that in the process, or as you get to know them, they might start to reveal certain things to you that will make sense about earlier readings. So I feel like, if someone has not yet approached you, it's likely because this person is still going through some sort of healing. And I feel that they are just trying to take control of themselves before they put themselves in a relationship. They want to make sure that they're in a healthy position emotionally. It could be financially too, though. I feel like when someone is ready to come forward, they're going to come forward. And then the thing that you're doing, where I said you're channeling some sort of energy into something else and making it work for you. I feel like you're finding yourself by doing this. You're discovering something new about yourself. And it's going to make you stand out from the rest, especially if you're going into some sort of competitive field. Even though it's a competitive field, I feel that your personal experience, because a lot of times people, get into things or they talk about things based off of their observation, but they haven't really experienced it. So I feel like you had to go through this experience, and that's what's giving you an edge over whatever field this is. All right, so let's move on to deck number 2. You have the Hierophant, the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, overall energy, Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. All right, so I feel like you guys are doing something that gives you life, or doing something that you're passionate about. I feel like you are in a position where you're like, I know my stuff. I know what I'm doing. And I feel like you're very proud of certain things that you've accomplished. I feel like some of you are like able to sit back and count your coins. You might just be reflecting in regards to the things that you've accomplished. I feel like something took a long time to manifest. And you could also still be in the process of building or creating something. I feel like you're possibly saving your money up for something too. You may be getting ready to step into some sort of leadership position, or any position where people are coming to you for advice. I feel like you've been doing a lot of research or studying about different things. You may have honed in on some sort of talent that you have and, in a sense, like mastered it. And it's like you have like all this information within you and you can talk about it. I feel like you're starting to talk about it. Maybe you're starting to open up about certain things. And something is giving you balance in your life as well. I feel that people are going to be very supportive of things that you have to say. I feel that you are needing to be confident in yourself or confident in speaking about certain things that you believe in. Especially too if you're dealing with some sort of, or going through some sort of awakening, or there's some sort of knowledge, something in regards to religious beliefs, religious or spiritual beliefs. And I feel like you're having to talk about it, or maybe you're getting to a point where you feel comfortable talking about it. And there may be a lot of people that are supportive in regards to your views. Career-wise, I feel that you're making a name for yourself. You could be getting some sort of promotion or recognition, or something is happening to give you a rise in status. Something's happening where your popularity is growing. You could be given like your own division, depending on, you know, what type of place you work at or what type of job you do. But you could be given like your own division or department. You could also be the go-to person. You could be some sort of consultant or some sort of director of something. I just feel like you're making a strong presence, even if something is new to you. Like this is your first week on the job, or your first time getting promoted, or this is a brand new position that they created for you. Like something's going on where you might be new at it, but you're being received very well. And maybe because you're relatable, it could be that people are just attracted to your delivery or personality. But I feel like you are establishing a sense of security for yourself, and for others. And it seems that you're laying down some sort of solid foundation as well. I feel like somebody is also a writer and could be writing something, or there's something that you do with your hands. It's possible that you could be invited to like join some sort of prestigious group, or a secret group. Someone also could just make you, even if it's something simple like somebody made you the administrator of somebody's page or something. But I feel like you're laying down some pretty solid foundations. If you do make any new friends or business associates, I feel like these are some solid people. Something's going on though where you're still being very selective about who you allow to be in your circle or your personal space or your presence. Like, you know, I feel like you're being just very selective, which, you know, you should be. I feel like you also are very private about certain things that you do. And I feel like you're liking to figure things out on your own, before asking for help if you can help it. You're like, no, I need to figure this out first. In regards to relationships, I feel that someone is a soulmate. And I feel that people are building something together. Something is like teamwork. It's like, hey, if we want this to work, if we want this to be a solid relationship, then, you know, we need to work together and compromise or negotiate. Like, so you guys are just kind of dealing with a relationship as a business. But I feel that, you know, people are committed to being in this relationship. And Yeah, you could be talking about things such as moving in together or marriage. If you're already married or in a relationship, you guys might be talking about starting a business together, or you're making some sort of plans together. You could be talking about finances or something that you guys are wanting to do, but you know you have to really work out the details. You can't just jump into it. You're planning something together. Maybe you guys are just planning on building a home. Um, and you know you guys feel like you both agree on your finances, or you both agree on the type of property that you want to have, and or the land, or where, whatever it is. But I feel like everybody's in agreement and you guys are just kind of like building together. You guys are being supportive of each other. Spiritually, I feel that certain things are going to be revealed to you. I feel that you are being initiated spiritually, and just basically meaning that your guides are going to reveal more information to you because you've proven to be responsible with the knowledge that you have. So your guides are going to show you more. Um, and then overall, I feel like you guys are headed toward success. I do see a little bit of a blockage or something. It's not really a blockage. I just feel like something slows down after something might be going in a direction really quickly. Things kind of slow down, but not in a negative sense. It's more so of reflection and rest. You could be meeting up with friends at a, especially at a private or a hidden location, secret location, or you could be going on some sort of business trip, but it's something about it is still kind of like undisclosed location. I feel like you're being invited to be a part of something, and this is your soul group or your soul family. I'm getting strong Capricorn energies too, and then also air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm sorry, and water too, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like you guys are, something is also in response to your prayers or your hard work. Again, I'm just getting like you've proven to be ready for something. I feel like you're in a responsible place. You have a responsible mindset. In regards to some sort of test results, I'm feeling like something is good news. also feel that someone has some sort of information in regards to another person. Um, it could be like a third party, but not necessarily as in cheating. It's just some third energy attached to these other two people. Mm, hmm. I feel like somebody is also closely observing or watching you. They're studying you for some reason. I feel like you are holding on to some sort of dream, or you could be living your dream, but you're keeping it in secret. If you're pregnant or expecting, you might be keeping that a secret. I feel like somebody just likes to keep their private or their personal life private or their family life private. Mm. I kind of feel too like maybe you found out some sort of information and you're gatekeeping, um, for, with good reason. You might want to inspect something on your own first before you share some sort of information. Something was going on where I feel that somebody's needs weren't being met and started to have secret thoughts about stepping outside of the relationship. Or maybe someone did do something to fulfill that need, but maybe they feel guilty about it, or it was like a one time thing. Or somebody's just been fantasizing. Somebody might need to speak up if they're not feeling satisfied. Okay, now I'm getting a red flag. And I know it's not going to be for everybody, but it does look like there could be some sort of third party activity. Somebody stepping out. Um, Even if nothing sexual has happened, just kind of like going off and being, um, either, let's say you are at a party with your current partner and you didn't tell your partner that is being hosted by your ex. It might be something like that. Um, but it seems like maybe someone is putting themselves in a risky situation. Um, There also could be some sort of flirtation at work, or something is going on between coworkers, or it used to be a thing between somebody and their coworker. It may not be something that's still going on, but I feel like it's enough of something that makes somebody feels guilty and wants to keep it a secret. The other situation is that maybe someone is about that poly life, and they just don't want other people to know it, so they just keep it to themselves, but they're okay with it. Yeah. And then the other thing is that this could be some sort of work cheating, like you you have a job, maybe you're not supposed to have another job depending on what you do, but you're doing it anyway. Or maybe you're pretending to be loyal to your job, but you're blasting them on social media like, I hate this company, blah blah blah. I don't know, but it does seem like there could be some sort of backbiting or deception, cheating, and that could be between people, relationships, or a work situation. Or somebody, just secretly going on an interview and secretly having plans to quit. All right, so let's move on to deck number 3. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the 6 of Swords, overall energy, High Priestess, 9 of Swords, and 5 of Cups. All right, so I feel like you've been having anxiety about a past situation, or you could be dealing with some sort of loss and just kind of dealing with some sort of regrets. I also feel like there's some bit of guilt tied in. If these aren't your feelings, it could be the feelings of someone around you, but I just feel like maybe someone has been haunted by their past and can't undo it. Just too much stressing over what you can't change. And what's needed at this time is just like patience. I feel that there is something that's being worked on that you just don't have any knowledge of. And that also could be giving you anxiety because a situation is hidden or unknown. So all you can do is be quiet and be patient until, there is some sort of peace of mind that you can have. You could be dealing with some sort of insecurities. I don't know. It seems that you're not really trapped. Like, all you need to do is overcome some sort of self-doubt. Whatever is blocking you, I feel like it's not like a high wall. It's something is low, like you can step over it. It's like you can get through this, or you can overcome this. You can attain this. It is reachable. So I feel like you're needing to just like get out of your head about something. It does seem that maybe you're starting to get motivated. You also may be, or in the past, like you were looking at what other people had, and you're just looking over at everything that everybody has, and feeling some type of way because you haven't accomplished that or reached that goal. But I feel like you can have it too, or it's more so about you needing to worry about what really makes you happy. Like if you're looking at your neighbor's new BMW, have you even wanted a BMW? Like, do you even like that car? Like, what's wrong with the car that you have, or the car that you can afford? Like, it has all the same bells and whistles, so why are you concerned that it doesn't have that brand on it? So something's going on where it's like maybe you're needing to just more so focus about what you really want and not what about other people have or think you should have. I don't know. I just kind of feel like your fears are based off of something outside of yourself. But like I was saying, it seems like you're becoming more inspired or motivated about something. And I feel that that's going to give you clarity. Your confidence or your strong beliefs are going to give you clarity. I feel that you're going to have like a renewal of thoughts, or some sort of new information is going to come out that gives you clarity. Also, if you've been having some sort of doubts about whether or not you're going to get this job, or doubts about if you're going to get recognition or a raise or whatever it is, I feel that you're going to get some sort of clarity or response in regards to that. It's like you finally get that call, or you do get a response in regards to whatever it is that you were waiting for. I feel like your thoughts are also like manifesting something, or like the people that you're attracting are based off of your thoughts. Ultimately, I do see you just kind of relaxing and allowing, spirit to guide you. Or you're not going to fight against the tide. You're just going to go with it. Or you find that it's easier just to kind of go with the tide and trust the process. I also feel that if you are exuding some sort of light, that certain people are going to be attracted to that light, or certain people are going to find you because of your light. In love, there could be an earth sign or a fire sign coming towards you. And I also feel that maybe somebody is suggesting that you do something, and eventually you're like, okay, I'll go along with it, or we'll do it your way. Or it seems like you're just being very agreeable for the moment because it's just easy. And maybe you're out of ideas or something, and you're just like, or maybe it's in alignment. Something that somebody suggests is already just in alignment with what you felt, so you just kind of go with it. Mm, and just in general, whatever it is that you've been stressing over, you'll get over it. I feel like you're headed towards peace and, less chaos. You might be receiving some sort of, I want to say, light codes. I don't know too much about light codes, but I'm just feeling like it's being addressed as light codes. You might be receiving those in a dream. You also might be afraid to branch out or afraid to let something go. But at the same time, maybe you know you need to do something. If you've been stuck in an unhappy relationship or unhappy situation, it does seem that you've been tempted to leave or let it go. And it does seem like ultimately that's what you're going to do. Maybe you've already been flirting with the idea of just kind of like a what if, like, what if I just walked away? What if I just got on a plane? What if I just whatever? And I kind of feel like you're doing something just not well, it is kind of like on a whim, or the way it happens it will be, because I feel like you've been thinking about something for a while, but by the time you actually do it, it'll seem like it's on a whim. Maybe because you didn't necessarily plan it out, you just know you wanted to do it. Yeah. So I feel like you're walking away or leaving a situation or a person, a job. If someone has pulled away from you, this could be their feelings that they've been kind of thinking about. I should just walk away or move on. Also, whatever you're getting ready to do, I feel like it's out of your comfort zone, and it's a way for you to overcome your fears. Something is kind of like an exercise. I feel like you're getting ready to take some sort of baby steps. It also seems that you're taking off the training wheels. So I don't know what has been your crutch, but something has been your crutch, and you're putting it down. You're like, okay, I'm walking without the crutches now. Yeah, I do feel that you're being enlightened. I feel like hidden knowledge is being revealed to you. You're seeing something, or you're able to see something. And other people might not be able to see it, but you can see it. As far as career, I'm getting both independence, but I also see something in regards to a company or a host of others. It's like independent, not independent. If an example comes to me, I'll give it, but you might be thinking about doing something on your own. Like I said, you've been thinking about this for a while. It definitely can be about starting your own business or branching out. Like that was the first phrase that I heard, was like branching out. You might be presented with some sort of document and being asked to look over it and see if you agree to it. If so, you can move forward. So something's going to be presented to you and you can agree to it or not. I do feel like you're not going to rush to make this decision, whatever it is. You're going to try and make sure that this is the best decision for you. And this can be anything that's being offered to you. Something that's being given to you to overlook. You can review it and see if you agree to it. It could have something to do with a promotion, joining some sort of independent group. Like maybe it's a big group, but it's not like a big company, but it's still a big group. It's independent. Let's say like you're an artist and you can be on a well-known label or an independent label, and you might really strongly consider going with a smaller label. If this is about you establishing something, it's like the birth of an idea, and then you're kind of like organizing your thoughts before you act on them or present them to other people. Romantically, there's someone thinking about you, but they are analyzing how they're going to approach you. There could be multiple offers on a table for you in regards to something. Could be romantic, it could be a job, but I feel like there's multiple offers. You might be led to making a practical decision. You also may be considering investing into something. In a love situation, it's possible that a fire sign wants to work something out with you, but I don't feel like you want to do that. You might feel like something's over and ended. You might not even look at this person in the same light anymore. And I feel like something might be unrequited. In their eyes, something can be worked out. In your eyes, is done and over with. I feel like someone still feels like they have a chance with you. They idealize you as the person that they should spend their life with. They might have you on a pedestal. This person might even feel like you're their soulmate, but I don't feel like it's requited. Something's kind of off. In regards to work, something seems like fun at first, and then maybe it's like, no, this is a dead end. I'm going to go back to what I know. You may have tried your hand at something new, and maybe you didn't really like it, especially if you have like a full-time job and decided to get a part-time job. Maybe you thought you could do it or that it would be fun, and then reality sets in and you're like, I don't want to do both jobs, or I don't like this particular second job. I feel like like I said, you're just kind of gonna end up trusting some sort of process and allowing yourself to be guided by spirit. There's still something going on though where you're stressing or having anxiety. You also may be trying to avoid shadow work or some sort of responsibility. Or maybe you had been doing it in the past, but now you're just like, just forget it. Um, hmm. Something does look like you're being guided into something that is like shadow work. Like you have to do this. Um, hmm. Even if something is not a romantic relationship, um, it's like the same theme can play out in a different relationship. Maybe you're avoiding relationships because you feel like they're toxic, but then you end up working at your company, or maybe you live with people who still are helping you burn off this karmic debt that you have. You're still having to go through it in some way. You also might need to take on some sort of responsibility even though you don't want to. Like you're having to do something now. You might have to take out some sort of a loan, um, or maybe you have to go to school or get a certificate. Like something maybe becomes a requirement and you wanted to avoid this, and it's just like you can't Just like a lot of times when you go to college, you all you're thinking about is the electives, and then it's just like, but I need this is required to graduate, so I gotta take that math or English class, whatever it is. It's like you have to do the required work for something. You can't avoid it. It's just part of the process. Mm, yeah. Yeah, just I guess in short, it's kind of like you're going through a bit of a purification. And instead of fighting against it, you just kind of embrace it and just take it as a lesson. And you're just like numb to it. You're just like numb to whatever this is. You're like, I'm not even affected, just whatever. Um, yeah, I feel like you're having to detach from something. You're just doing it. You don't really think about it. You just want it to be done with. So, yeah. Hopefully these messages make sense, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.